Greetings everyone, it is I, Alan, back again with a brand new review for I Dream of Indie. Stop me if you've heard this one before. A 3v3 online competitive soccer game, except instead of playing traditional soccer, Okay, yeah, we're not exactly treading new ground here. However, Guts and Goals is looking to carve out a piece of that Rocket League pie. Developed by Code Manu and published by PM Studios, Guts and Goals is looking to wow audiences with a retro pixel art aesthetic mixed with frantic, chaotic button mashing and skull smashing, all in the name of winning a game of soccer. Guts and Goals is at its core a series of soccer-themed mini-games that center around a wide variety of unlockable cartoony characters, all with unique on-field abilities, as well as random mutations that turn each match into a chaotic blood sport. The game itself sports a variety of game modes, including the likes of first to 2 goals, a more traditional style soccer match, a zombie slaughtering contest, and what can be only described as a crossover between Splatoon and soccer. Each game mode is relatively quick, and with over 30 unlockable heroes and about as many unlockable weapons, the name of the game is Organized Chaos. The controls are pretty simple, offering both mouse and keyboard and controller support. You move your character around and mash the shoot button in order to take your shots and beat the ever-living snot out of your opponent, all in the hopes of racking up a higher score. Each character has a unique power-up or special ability they bring to the table, which ideally creates a whole new level of strategy as you unlock each one. This game supports online and offline modes, including a single-player Grand Prix, and support of up to 6 players in a Rocket League-style 3v3 setup. Okay, in theory this game should feel like arch rivals meet soccer, and for the most part that's what we have here. The visuals in the game are impressive. I found myself falling in love with both the background art as well as the sprite work. My personal favorite being the avocado. The sound design here was also fantastic. The music had such a frenetic energy to it, and it fit the events that were unfolding perfectly. The sound effects matched the atmosphere quite well, and the noticeable distortions in both the music and sound that occurred whenever you were knocked out were a nice touch. Having said all this, the controls and the overall feel of the gameplay are an absolute letdown. Your character feels like they're running through molasses most of the time, and regardless of where you're trying to aim, 9 times out of 10 the game just forcibly aims your shot in the wrong direction. Hitting enemies while fun did not feel consistent from moment to moment, and some of the power-ups range from incredibly fun to overly situational or borderline useless. The other main issue here is AI balancing. The computer opponents will almost always outspeed you and will almost always have an advantage as your own computer-controlled teammates spend the majority of the match just licking the goalpost. In other words, they're functionally useless. I had one match out of several dozen that I played where my AI teammate actually came across midfield and made an attempt to score. Simply put, the controls are frustrating and the offline mode really isn't fun. Now, the online multiplayer may prove to be a ton of fun, but if you're going against the computer, it's just not enjoyable trying to deal with terrible aim and terrible AI teammates. Overall, this game is a mixed bag for me. I want to like it, and the concept seems like a blast. Soccer except you beat people to death. The large amount of unlockable stages, game modes, characters, weapons, and so on really leave a ton of potential for replay value. However, until the controls are refined a bit, or until the online community develops, this is a game that I can only be cautiously optimistic in recommending. None of the issues I ran into are anything that can't be fixed through a patch or an update. With that, I think it's time to wrap things up here, as this has been Alan with I Dream of Indie saying sayonara, and I'll see you soon. Just want to give a quick shout out and a thanks to our indie warriors, Mitchell Hall, Bunny, Kevelo, Bill Takaz, Christian Cruz, Strict9, Chris Jackson, Nathan Moore, Peach, Adriana Amato, CJR, Falco Lombardi, C-Coil, Skepticism, Jen Rose, Jesse, CPM, Julian Kolbus, and JRS the 8th. Once again, thank you for supporting A Voice Against the Echo Chamber.